Oh. Damn. Okay.
All right, there. Now we're live, Sunny. All right. For those of you who missed the lovely intro, Sunny's awesome here with technology. We wouldn't be here without her. But we're finally live. I'm Keanu Mark, and
I'm Sunny Pham. Here on controls here. Sorry. In the warm house now. Like I said earlier, or at least attempted to say earlier, that if you're watching curling at 9:30 at night, you're doing the right thing on a Friday night. Point blank period. On featured sheet, we have Comet Me Bro and Guard Uranus, along with sheet A, Hexagons and Bestagons against Third Rock, and then sheet C, Big Die Energy against Better Late Than Nova, and sheet D, To Hogline and Beyond against Rock the Boat. Cool. So let's see what's going on in the ice house.
And so the evening started out with the first matches of the night, with pretty much every team throwing the Yellow Rocks winning their match. And so we'll see with this second round if any red teams will fare better than they did last time.
Looks like
not one to be slow to throw. Comet Me Bro has started off the match. It looks like their throw fell just short of the hog line, and the rest of the sheets are getting underway.
Did you say Comet Me Bro's yellow?
Sorry.
No, Comet Me Bro's red.
Other team.
Honestly, that's a good question.
Anyways, we're going to just go with what we've put here, I guess, on the screen for all of you all to see.
I just finished up a game or a match about half an hour ago, and it is way colder. I don't remember the ice house being that cold. But then again, I think it's colder outside than it is inside the ice house.
That's true. For all of you guys watching in the local area, you know we've gotten quite a bit of rain. I think we're still getting some tonight. The Academy has nice and boarded us up in preparation for that. In terms of facilities, and for any of you tracking the weather, looks like we might get some snow later on this upcoming week. So looking forward to that and hoping for a snow day for those of us who are still in school.
I went ahead and put on the featured sheet, which is Comet Me Bro, sheet B, currently on N1, just starting. Looking for some good fun with this Big Bang Bonspiel. I personally think that we should do dinosaurs next year.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree, Sunny. I have to say, Sunny, what would you say is your favorite dinosaur?
Oh. Honestly, I don't know much about real dinosaurs. I know about probably the ones in Jurassic Park. What's the one that was in the water? The one that killed that mutated T-Rex.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that was the Spinosaurus.
Wow.
That dinosaur has been fascinating, as it has caused many a paleontologist to honestly question how much we really do know based off of the fossils on I don't know, they were reptiles, I guess, animals that lived back then. Back when things were cool and maybe a bit scary.
I often think about what my life would be like if we still had dinosaurs. Like, how superior would the human race be? But that's never curling of us right now. Not very curling of us. So we'll wind that back in. We'll go back to all the sheets for now. Right now looks like there's one yellow on sheet D. We've got one yellow and one red on C. Yeah, pretty spread out. Looks like navy's red. So I gotta switch that. I truly wish that I did know who was on what team. That wasn't Rock the Boat.
Taking a glance over at sheet A, it looks like yellow's just drawn nicely. Placing another within, what is it, the 4-foot circle? Is that what it's called, Sonny?
The red one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Guys, I'm getting better. I wish that I can put a cut to where I was last year commentating. Because my terminology was just off.
That's all right.
Off of any dictionary in terms of curling. There was just no vocabulary. I think I called. I don't even think I used proper terminology at any point of that stream.
That's all right. They say if you learn one new thing every day, well, that day was well spent, Sonny. And taking a glance at the other sheets, sheet B, yellow has 2 in the house. Nicely spread wide apart, but looks like it's still pretty open there. Down on sheet C, yellow also positioned well with 2, I think, just hanging on the edge of the house there. And over on sheet D, our team, Navy faring with 1 red guard. Yellow throwing quite nicely. They have 2 in the house. And 1 up there in the guard.
I'm doing investigative work to make sure I have the the sheets accurate to what color with the 2020 vision that I have. And if you didn't get the beginning of this, I have glasses on, so it's correct to 2020. Barely even. I want to do a special shout out on sheet B for Tang. He said he wanted me to shout him out. So let's take a look, see where his rock lands. Let's look at the house. The one that should be coming into the house is Tim's. Let's see.
Nice.
Maybe it's land.
Placement.
Nice. I don't think it's entirely what they wanted, but I think maybe they wanted a little bit more curl. But for some reason, this ice was just bipolar for me. Sometimes I thought it would die off and slow down, but no, she really said psych. I didn't appreciate that.
Speaking of the ice, Sonny, as a first-year member of our curling team here, I'm hoping you can give me some advice. So, being out here on the ice, I guess what's one thing that you always find challenging that curling really pushes you to really just push yourself to improve always?
After hearing that question, the first thing that went into my head was stretching. I need to do a lot more of that because, believe it or not, although the Navy is a pretty fit place, I remember thinking that I would be a very fit curler. But as I continue on to my second year curling, I realized that I think I'm a little behind the curve in terms of stretching. Like, I see the depths that people make, that their chest to ice essentially, chest to ice, and that just is not me.
Well, thank you for your word of advice, Sunny.
Yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Absolutely. And if anything, I think I'll have to start stretching sooner than later, as
Yes.
it is one of those activities where you honestly, you think it's, in the moment, you question how beneficial it is, but at the end of the day, it really does improve how one can perform. It looks like our friend Tim here just has thrown another stone.
One of the cool things that I saw was in sheet B. He has a jacket named on the one on the hack right now. He has a jacket that says Tony, and hopefully I'm going to try to get the hack view. Oh, I need the other side. We'll do this sweeping guard view. Maybe I'll get his back. But it literally says Tony, and I used to think his name was Tony.
Oh, is his name not Tony?
His name is not Tony, believe it or not. And he does respond to Tony. I will say he does respond to Tony. But his name is not Tony.
Let's see. We got a comment here from Bo. He says, I think the team names are reversed on sheet C.
Thank you, Bo.
We appreciate you, Bo. Thank
I
you
always
also for
appreciate
watching
you,
us
Bo.
when we were streaming earlier and continuing your night here with us here at Potomac Curling Club. As Sunny mentioned at the beginning of this stream, if you're here with us at 9:30 at night, well, you're doing something right.
Dang right. There's nothing better to do on Friday nights than watch curling. Because that is exactly what I would do. Or I typically do on a Friday night. So it looks like we're getting into our skip rocks. So looking at the houses now. Got some pretty spread out. Sheep B's looking real favorable for yellow, for Comet Me Bro. Rock the Boat made a pretty good, I think there was a draw into close to the button. So I'm really interested to see how the Hog Line and Beyond kind of goes about that. If you're watching right now, comment below what you would be doing if you weren't watching curling. And I should get 0 comments because it should be nothing but watching curling. Thank you.
Nice throw by Comet Me Bro. Looks like they may have 2 right now.
Let's take a look.
Oh, wow. There we go.
Boom. Guys, I'm getting so good at this again. I was a little rusty at first. But. So yeah, it's for Sheep B. It looks like they've got 2. Yeah, you're right. And then maybe 3 on sheet A.
Yeah, looks like that to me.
Looks like we got a comment from Emmy Frame. Watching a good movie dash Emmy and Lorraine. Hello, Emmy and Lorraine. This is a good movie. This is longer than a good movie. This is the best long movie you've ever seen.
Nice throw by Comet Me Bro on our featured sheet B. Looks like they've got one more in there. However, there are no guards up in front of the house, and so we'll see what Guard Uranus does with the hammer, I believe. Oh, no.
Got a score yet?
Comet Me Bro has hammer, it looks like. If I can see properly within 8 feet. But definitely a tough position to be in. Just taking a glance at the board.
It looks like most of them are on their final stones to throw.
Looks like it.
Got our coach, Quinn Gonzalez. I was going to call him Quingerman. I'm so sorry. Quinn Gonzalez, founder of Navy Curling, over on sheet D, throwing his, or no, not final stone yet. He originally started the Naval Academy's curling team after the Winter Olympics that had just passed, and has pretty good success on the turnout. Honestly, it still gets some laughs when we tell people that we curl for the Naval Academy. But
hey, you know what? I think they're just jealous and they don't know what they're missing out on, to be honest.
I also find it really interesting when the initial reaction is a laugh, and then they ask, "Isn't that really similar to like shuffleboard?" That's a guarantee question every single time. Has never failed. Looks like sheet C just finished. Looks like Big Die Energy scored 2 on that.
And over on sheet B, it looks like Comet Me Bro is throwing their hammer. It looks like they might be looking to clear that red, get a couple more points. Let's see what happens. It's coming down with
totally
some
messed
decent
that up.
speed. Does in fact clear that red.
There we go. Sheet C. Looks like on sheet A, Third Rock has scored 3 on the first.
Wow,
First
quite a
round.
lead.
That is a good lead. That's actually very impressive.
And Third Rock leads with one right in front of the house. Looks like on sheet B, Comet Me Bro took that end with making it 2-0.
Comet Me Bro, yep.
And we'll see if by the end of the end on sheet D, our Navy team can help Big Day Energy defy the odds and prove that it was just an accident that all the yellow teams won last set.
Yeah, we've got actually a hard deadline. I don't know if they mentioned it earlier in the the stream, that we have a hard deadline of 1 hour and 45 this spiel. So after playing 1 hour and 45, you can't start another end. So a lot of the teams here are focused on getting as many ends as possible. Some of us, I've yet to see someone get to 8 ends. When I played this last one, we made it to 7, which was pretty impressive. Most made it to about 6. Looks like on sheet D, we've got Rock the Boat sitting with 2. Actually, take a closer look at that.
I think it might be 1.
You think so? I think it might be 1, you're right.
Yeah, because they got this one sitting down here closer to the forefoot.
Yep.
And it looks like To Hogline and Beyond has the hammer. They'll be looking to clear the red one down by the button.
Looks like Rock the Boat and the Hog Line, or To the Hog Line and Beyond, has finished their first end. Hoping that they update the score so that I can update the score for you viewers. And Rock the Boat has started the first end, well, finished the first end with 1. A little feature split for Sheet B. I also want to put a spotlight on the fact that as I've been curling for about 2 years now here at the Potomac Curling Club, I've gotten to do a few broom stacks with some of the folks here. And then again, there are some familiar faces, some unfamiliar faces, and I love seeing the unfamiliar faces because it just makes me feel like curling is expanding. And me personally, those watching can be like, yeah, they've been here for years. I have not, so I'm still learning who's who. But as I've broom stacked with some of these people, I get to learn a little bit about their background. And being from the Naval Academy, it's, you know, we're kind of known as the Navy kids, and you know, we practice here. But the fact that these really are like people that come here to curl, and like they have their own jobs, is extremely impressive to me. I'm not saying that all they do is curl, but the fact that these are probably some really remarkable people once you get to know them. You know, the typical questions like, oh, what do you do for a living? And I've met cancer researchers, like military, like civilian military types. So I like getting to know the people here at Potomac Curling, and it's probably one of my favorite things about curling is you get to meet new people. And you can probably do it in most sports, but what kind of sets off curling compared to other sports is this really just isn't a violent, competitive game, especially when you start the sport by saying good curling. And I've carried that into my life.
Yeah. I think that's really good, Sonny. I cannot wait to attend my first broom stacking. Because, yeah, honestly, coming from a family, I have 4 siblings, and we all kind of grew up playing competitive sports. You know, your run-of-the-mill soccer, basketball, bit of baseball. And, you know, those sports are great. I love them. But, yeah, you do have that competitive edge that, to be honest, sometimes you walk away from the game, and you just feel even more estranged from. I mean, hopefully, most of the time it's not that, but sometimes you do. Unfortunately, you walk away feeling really it was more of a battle than a fun get together, where you come and just really hope that each other improves. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Sonny. I'm hoping to get more into really seeing the culture that you guys talked to us about with curling back at the academy.
Exactly. And me personally, I played volleyball for years in high school and in middle school, and probably about 7 years before I joined the academy. But I always find myself, like, as much as I enjoy watching volleyball on my free time and playing it on my free time, the fact that when I come back to like the overall spirit of the game, I will always pick curling. And you're right, Bo. We are a fun club. I agree. I love our themes for all of our spiels. The Friday Night League, that has been a highlight in a lot of my teammates that attend. They love it. It's a great time, and it gives us some free time on Fridays. And like I said, if you're not curling or watching curling on a Friday night, what are you doing? Because you're doing something wrong.
Taking a glance here back at Sheet B, it's turned out to be quite interesting. We have Comet Mibro with one rock in guard, one rock just touching the 4-foot circle, and guard Uranus with 2 rocks in the house, but they're sitting out on the blue one. That's, I think if I'm not mistaken, the 12-foot circle. I think I can math. All of them lying on the left side of the playing field. Ooh, guard Uranus with a nice throw. Looks like they might have placed their rock that was sitting out in the front of the house in a leading position. So we'll see with how Comet Mibro responds to that. Taking a look over at Sheet A. Who do we have on Sheet A? Hexagon, Vestigons, and Third Rock. Looks like right now Third Rock is faring well.
I'm going to go ahead and put on all the sheets.
So there we go.
Get some visuals.
But we have Hexagon, Vestigons with the formidable... Oh, 1, 2, 3. Didn't see that third one. 3 rocks clogging up the center here. Taking a look at Sheet C, Better Late Than Nova. Looks like they took those 2 points that Big Day Energy racked up in the first one. Quite personally, right now they have 5 rocks in the house. Not quite sure if all of them are in front of the red one, but it has potential. And over on Sheet D, our Captain Quinn strategizing as to Hogline and Beyond has a pretty...
Looks like they're going for the draw.
There's quite a lot of rocks in the field here.
Hexagon skip Michael Dobbs won the 2020 Big Spiel despite having me as his lead. It's because you were his lead, Bo. That is the reason. I want to state, and I know that this is a biased opinion, but leads are very important. I'm going to say that right now. It may be a hot take, it may be a cold take, depending on what you consider to be a very uncommon take or opinion. But leads are just as important as, like, I would say second in importance. Very close second to the skip. That's just me. That's my hot take. I will never say otherwise. But there's always an appreciation for seconds and vices. Because they're out of the 4, you can rank whichever one goes third or fourth.
Well, Sonny, you don't have to convince me, with me being new and all. And this is all quite exciting and new. So.
And I started as a vice, but I think that playing lead has by far been my favorite because I am impartial and I love to sweep. Like, yeah, I can make some hits, but when it comes down to sweeping versus hits and throwing, I'm just not all that good at throwing, so I'll sweep my heart out if I have to.
And we saw that in the first match, Sonny. We saw some good sweeping from you.
Oh, that was at the beginning. I'm so sorry to whoever watched that. I'm so sorry. That was not my best. That was not my best. Bo said, yeah, at the most advanced levels, leads tend to be taken for granted because they rarely miss. At our level, the importance of the front end is shown more vividly. I agree. Especially like how the leads kind of set up the game can almost dictate how it's going to go, point blank period. Only because a lot of the strategy has to be made after the fact that, the leads has made their draws.
Right, and taking a glance over here at our sheets, it looks like sheet C, they'll be throwing the hammer. Who has the hammer? It looks like Better Late Than Nova has the hammer.
Bo, if you're still watching, how did you end up as lead? And have you ever played? Actually, no. What was your least favorite position to play?
While we wait for Bo, Sonny, what would you say is your personal least favorite position to play and why?
I would say my least favorite is probably Skip. Oh. I said my least favorite is ... lead. I'm not that good at it. Bo, you were on technically, from what you said earlier, you also technically won the 2020 Big Spiel. Therefore, you did a great job as lead. If you made it, I'm often more comfortable hitting than throwing draws, and I'm not that good at a sweeper. I think over time, with practice, like I see a lot of the practices are typically just getting better at draws. Quinn makes us very, like some of our practices have been focused on sweeping, and as a team, we need good sweepers, and we're trying to, I think, build well-rounded players for sure. So, I don't know, I guess my preference, I think the preference of sweeping for me comes from just, I like that it makes my heart go fast. It's just exciting. But I see what you're saying, Bo, without a doubt.
And it looks like taking a look at the scoreboards, looks like the other teams haven't updated theirs, but
I'm actually going to put the C house to take a look at that. Oh. Looks like they're measuring. We're real close. What do you think? My money's on yellow.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Sonny. That does look like yellow may, Better Late Than Nova, may have nabbed that one.
They're getting very, very specific. And sometimes it really comes down to the centimeter. Like, I know that we've won a few. Oh, yellow. It's yellow, guys. I know we've won a few Bonspiels with it coming down to the centimeter. I think the closest was a centimeter, and we had another one right after for 2 centimeters. And the adrenaline rush, I'll tell you, it makes you want to pull your hair out.
In that sense, you might say that curling requires more precision than football, because they say football is a game of inches, but here with us tonight, curling is a game of centimeters. And just taking a look at the scoreboards, it looks like Uranus tied it up in the second end to make it 2-2.
Looks like Bo said, I like Vice because I get to be involved in the back end. I get to call line, which I enjoy. But I am more involved with the front end than I am when I'm skip. That's a good point. That is a good point. And when very few times I played Vice, I liked looking at the strategy and kind of being an open mind for my skip, whether that was Luke or Quinn. And that's kind of how I treated him, and some people do it different. I just like the different perspective, and some play conservative. Whenever I played with another teammate as Vice, he would end up calling probably the most out-of-pocket Olympic level plays, and I would go to him and I'd say, hey, we've only done one season. We'll get to the Olympics later. But it was a good time playing Vice. It kind of comes down to what your preferences are. Sometimes it's what you're just naturally good at and what you enjoy doing, like getting involved in the back end and with all the line stuff. I personally am just not very good at seeing the line and staying on the line. But once in a blue moon, I'll make it on the button. Looks like Third Rock got 2 on this last end. So now they're sitting at 5.
Extending their lead. Third Rock trying to prove that, at least on sheet A, it was not in fact a fluke that I guess the Yellow Rocks are better this evening.
Comeback for better late than Nova. I don't know if you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, really living up to... They got 3? Oh, that's what they must have been counting for there.
Oh, yeah,
when
that's
they were
probably what that
measuring,
was.
they were trying to see if they could, in fact, snag the lead, and they did. Living up to their name, better late than Nova. We'll see if they can hold that lead. But very nice positioning at the start of this end for them.
Sheet D's going really slow.
Now, should go out there and motivate Quinn, tell him to hurry up.
If you heard me, you'd hear me screaming from inside the like ice house, but I'm like screaming so loud that it's like if I was in here. I typically like to record my curling, and I have like fun fact, if you don't know, if you have an Apple Watch, I don't know about the like other Garmin, other type watches that record workouts. Curling is one of the workouts on Apple Watch, and I typically like to record them and really get get my calories. I'm working out essentially playing this game.
Wait, you're telling me like in the workouts you can set curling as one of them?
Yes, curling is an option.
Oh my gosh. I never, well, then again, I guess I never would have known to look, but that's fascinating.
Yeah. And honestly, it will surprise you, and I tell this to a lot of people. The fact that I can accomplish probably getting 400 calories, like total active calories in 45 minutes, blows my mind. I don't know if it's just how Apple or whatever algorithms they use, whatever they're counting, for some reason, I'm getting 400 plus calories by the hour mark.
That's crazy. I did not know that Apple had all of these.
Oh, did he burn it?
activities.
I don't think he did. I think it was a good save. That was a good save on Sheepy. Yeah, he almost burned the rock. He ended up slipping.
Let's see. Think he's all right. Hope he's all right. Taking a look over at Sheet D with our Navy team, what are your thoughts on this placement, Sonny?
I think they should split the rocks. Oh wait, I don't think it's ours. I think eventually, what we did on our last game, we were just splitting rocks all the time. I think that was the goal. Just did not happen. Interestingly enough, but that was really our goal. And although the big spiel, the big bang, we really want to have that big bang, and then one of the competitions is how many like stones can you like take, and the bigger the bang, essentially this is what we're here for. We're here for big bangs, so all those clusters, and you can even knock out your own, but it's the total amount of rocks you ended up like displacing, essentially.
Taking a look here at Sheet B, Comet B, looks like they could go for that award, but they're in a rather good position here, and it looks like they're looking to knock it. Oh, and it looks like it'll go beyond.
This is a question for the viewers. If you could have a Big Bang themed team, what would you name it? And to be more specific, this is if you don't understand, like the Big Bang, very Plan B, Comets.
Yeah.
Like you can reference off the teams that we have.
Very,
what would you name your team?
Very outer space, kind of reaching new heights kind of thing. I like the theme.
I mean, we have Guard Uranus. Love that.
Our president, Quinn, he was quite proud of making 2 puns, with rock and boat, in our team name, and 3 words he said. So 2 to 3 ratio, not a bad ratio.
Yeah, they really got to step it up on getting these ends done. I don't know if it's them or to the Hogline and beyond.
Oh yeah, everyone else is in N3 here.
They're almost finishing up N3.
While Sheet D is struggling to finish up their second end.
I think they're gonna possibly. I don't know if they want to freeze on that yellow on Sheet D. I don't know what their goal is, what their objective is. What was that taco place that we went to before we got here? I want to give a shout out to that taco place because that was the most delicious tacos I've had in Maryland.
You guys don't understand this. Like, I'm from California, so we have pretty high standards for tacos just because we have great tacos in the Los Angeles, Orange County area. But these tacos were definitely good. Let's see, down in Odenton, No Pica Taqueria.
There we go. No Pica in Odenton.
They had great tacos at a really reasonable price.
They're actually larger than like other tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Not as big as Taco Bell, but let's be realistic now.
Generous with the lime and good salsa.
Great salsa.
Great salsa.
Wow. All these different houses are very unique. Especially in Sheet C. That's very interesting. Very spread out.
Very, very interesting.
And you got Sheet D with very much a lot of the stones in the front 12.
Yeah. Speaking of Sheet C, looks like Better Late Than Nova's trying to hold on to that lead. They don't have the hammer, but they have excellent positioning in my very limited knowledge of curling. But yeah.
Let me frame. Our team name would be Snorting Cosmic Dust by Emmy and Lorraine.
I like that one.
That seems long, but then again, I think it would still fit on where the team names go.
I mean, we have like Better Late Than Nova. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 5 syllables? How many is that? Same number of syllables. It should probably fit. Sunny's laughing at me. In case you don't know, despite what others may tell you, sometimes there are simple things that we all struggle with, and for me, that's syllables. Syllables?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm over here clapping here in our media setup.
I love that your go-to is just clapping to count the syllables, like if we're in elementary school. I like I can tap or just say it in my head or can count in my head, multitask.
Oh, no. See, I can't multitask. That's my problem.
Looks like we've got 1 stone each on Sheet C.
Yeah, looks like
also,
it.
oh, wow. Sheet A is, I think, almost on there. I think on the
Is
last.
that the hammer for Sheet A? That is the hammer for Sheet A. Hexagons, bestagons, throwing the hammer. Hoping to put some points on the scoreboard here after this end.
Wow. You're telling me that To the Hogline and Beyond got 4?
4? Oh, well. Dang. Not sure what we missed here. Are they counting them right now?
No, actually, I think they're probably on their... Okay, that makes sense. And they just didn't put it on. I was very confused. Oh. Wow, looks like Comet v. Bros probably going to have a big lead unless guard Uranus throws a double, maybe? Possible triple to reduce them down.
And taking a look over at Sheet A, Hexagons, Bestagons did in fact manage to put some points on with the end of N3, making it 1-5 now.
Yep, 1-5.
Some excellent defensive sweeping by Comet v. Bro. Looks like
Wow.
Guard Uranus maybe we're able to cancel a few though.
And I think it's still 4. 1, 1, 2.
Can we pull up the overhead view of that?
Yeah, I can. You got 1, 2.
Well,
It's gonna be interesting.
not ideal, but definitely cutting their losses. So
Actually,
oh,
they actually have hammer.
oh, that could
Yeah. So let's.
that could make things very, very interesting.
Aw, Luke. I'm heavily invested in Sheepy right now, which is our featured sheet. So don't worry, guys. For those that were here for the featured sheet, here's the cameo. Their actual deserved featured time on the stream.
There goes the hammer by Comet Me Bro. Let's see where this lands.
Ooh, that's close. Oh. Maybe another one? Wow. Took the house?
Nice throw.
That yellow. I would definitely say like pre-yellow. Are they really considering this? Wow. Rock the boat. Made 1, 2, 3, 4
Oh man.
on this last
I'm
end.
sorry, I missed that a little bit. They really turned things around. So it looks like there's been quite a few twists and turns to these matches so far. With on sheet A, Third Rock leading 5-1. On sheet B, Comet Me Bro leading 5-2. Better Late Than Nova leading on sheet C, leading 6-2. And lastly, on sheet D, currently Rock the Boat is leading 5-4.
This is a good one.
I agree. Though I will say I would like to see the teams throwing the Red Rocks hopefully winning at the end of the day, just because it was just devastating to see all the teams who threw with the Yellow Rocks just absolutely demolish the. Well, no, some of the scores were close, but like every team throwing with Yellow Rocks last round won their match, and so
I will always be impartial to the Red Rock. If I lose hammer, I'm picking that Red Rock. I don't know if anyone's following, but there is a rowing movie coming out, like, you know, crew and rowing in college, based on a true story. Made me think to myself, and this is a question for commenters and for you to answer. Do you think they'd ever make a curling movie? If so, if you say yes, then you can say yes, but if you say no, why? I think they should.
I think they should too. We'll see what our viewers have to say about that. But I think it would be fascinating. I mean, they've made movies about all sorts of sports that, like, other people have debated about whether it's really a sport or if it's, like, really that strenuous.
There's also just a lot of basketball movies, as I realize that. A lot of football and a lot of basketball.
And
Which I get, they make a lot of money, the NBA, the NFL. A lot of stories, a lot of history. But then, I think people forget, like, there is just a lot of history in curling. Didn't start in the U.S., but there's just a lot of history in curling.
Absolutely.
That I explained to people, and I explained to them, like, yeah, it was a drinking sport. Started off as a drinking sport, and like, oh, how does that like make sense? It's stones and alcohol and ice. Like, that's such a bad idea.
I don't know about you, Sonny, but that's my idea of a good fun. Of good fun.
Wait, Gabriel said there's a curling movie.
Really?
Oh, guess what I'm doing? Watching a curling movie. Hold on, let me check. Because I know Jennifer is in Sheet C. I'm sorry if I used her name. Men with Brooms. Oh.
Men with Brooms. That sounds like something good. That is definitely something.
I'm trying to catch a name tag on Sheet C.
I'm going to go look for it.
Okay, Snyder. I know Snyder. Big guy. It's yellow. Oh, yep. I switched. Oh, no.
Oh no, do we have the team switched on?
Yep. So yellow should have big die energy. The Snyder, which is yellow at 6. And Jennifer in red. Better late than Nova. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud, everyone.
It's okay. That way we get into thought processes of, honestly, in my opinion, one of the few people, well, at least speaking from the academy, one of the few people here who is capable of running these things, because I, quite frankly, have no idea how this is run. I'm just having fun being here, son.
That was me last year. I just enjoyed it. I was here just for fun. So I think the scores are right for Sheet C. It's just the teams were switched.
Okay. Well, here's another chance for Better Late Than Nova to live up to their name.
Yeah. But back on the fact that there's a movie. Also, Lorraine said maybe a movie would bring the attention it needs. Thank you, Bo. What would I do without you? Do a terrible job live streaming the Bonspiel you put together. Men with Brooms. I'm going to look this up, actually, and I'm going to read it.
You know, I have a hypothesis, Sonny. I think that the only reason why there aren't more movies about things like football, basketball, whatever, I think there's a fair amount of baseball movies, too, just because just with how late technology came in, I mean, you think about it, back during those times, those were the sports that weren't really... we have a big collision here on Sheet A. We'll look back at that in a moment. But yeah, just like those sports were honestly peaking and, what's the word? This is why I'm not an English major. Popularity. That's the word. Back in those days when, you know, television was coming out and whatnot. And so I think it's only a matter of time when people are like, oh, there are all these sports that have these histories that would make a great movie. And so I think it's just a matter of time. And I think in time, curling will have its own reign of cinematic glory. Assuming Men with Brooms hasn't already taken that.
So I went ahead and looked up Men with Brooms. It's a 2002 film. Interestingly rated R. It has 5.9 out of 10 stars. And essentially it's four men take time from their personal problems to reunite as a curling team and compete in a bonspiel that will restore their honor. One of the taglines being, there's more than one way to sweep a woman off her feet. Genres: comedy, drama, romance, and sports. I did not think that they could make a curling movie rated R until now.
You'd think they'd make one that's not rated R first, but hey, maybe the producers decide to go big or go home, I guess.
And some of the cast may include a lot of people I've never seen before. But that's usually how it goes for these movies. Paul Gross, Leslie Nielsen. He sounds familiar.
Wait, Leslie or Liam Neeson?
Leslie.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Liam Neeson is great.
He is great. I don't think he'd do a curling movie though. And then you have Molly Parker, Barbara Gordon. Yeah, truly people I've never seen before. But this is exactly what movie I want to watch now. And I think I might convince our team to watch it. Oh, hold on, Bo. I've got to look this up. I got you.
And while Sunny is doing that, we'll take a glance back here at our sheets. Looking like Big Day Energy is clogging up the middle with a nice middle guard. They each have 2 stones left to throw. Better Late Than Nova is going to have to try to work themselves out of this pinch. Taking a glance over at sheet D with my personal favorite, Rock the Boat, but of course I'm a little bit biased. They've got a nice guard out front. Also, they both have 2 stones each left to throw. But right now, To Hoglight and Beyond has a stone just on the edge of the 4-foot circle.
Yes, I want to point out to both that, and Gabriel is right, yes, that Leslie Nielsen. I saw that he's on the Naked Gun. And I love that this has just become a chat about the movie. I think I know him from a scary movie. But that's the only reason that name rang a bell. Not because he's from Airplane or the Naked Gun. And you have Lorraine said, we need to give the guys in the Buzz Light sweater an award for best dressed. And he said, I second that. There's someone in a Buzz Light.
Yeah, over on sheet D.
Oh. Why did I think like Bud Light for some reason? I was like, what? I was...
No, Buzz
That's
Lightyear.
Errol. Shout out to Errol for his amazing sweater. Yep, shout out to Errol. This has become a shout out for him. I love the curling attire. I think that, and I love that I get to walk out of my room in what essentially people may consider pajamas to play a sport. Like, you have people in sweaters, sweatpants, and all these different types of comfortable clothes to play a sport, while you have other athletes wearing shorts, really tight leotards, or stuff like that. And obviously it's for the sport, and we are essentially playing in 32 degree. I think it's 32 degrees in there. Maybe people also, yeah, I recognize him. I just did not know his name. Do not tell Errol. But yeah, like I love curl. Like, I've seen Bucky pants. I've seen tank tops.
Bucky pants?
Like the gas station.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Bucky's from the gas station from Texas. It's more than a gas station. It's a way of living. Great place.
Is that their saying?
No.
Oh.
That's something I came up with.
Nice. That was actually pretty convincing.
No. Maybe I'll copyright it. Try to sell it.
Sell it to Bucky's. Maybe you'll make a lot of money. It's more than a lifestyle.
Oh, nice throw by Better Late Than Nova to knock one of their stones closer. Not quite close enough as they would have liked it. And it looks like they each have... Looks like they're wrapping up on all of the sheets mostly. Looks like on sheet A, Hexagon Bestigons might have just thrown the hammer, and they're going into scoring now. We'll see what it ends up to be.
It's so interesting in how fast I think curling goes. Like, how time flies. I want to be more specific on that because when I first started, these 8 ends would end like probably take about 3 hours, and I never thought it'd be able to, for us to take probably 2 hours. That was like a really fast 8 ends, but it doesn't really ever feel like 2 hours.
No, and to be quite frank, I think that's the part, the unfairness in life. I wish things like curling just felt longer in a good sense. You know, it's a shame that the fun things in life tend to go by faster, whereas when you're at school, trying to just make it through 50 minutes of class, sometimes it feels like eternity.
I can second that. I can second that without a doubt. We're going to give everyone a little more time tomorrow. We had to condense things tonight because we just don't have much. Yeah, I agree. And I completely understand what you're saying, Bo. The fact that I think our first draw was at 5 today. So the fact that we're trying to basically have 3 draws today.
Yeah. It's really squeezing things in. Oh, taking a glance over at sheet D here, looks like
Jack's bag? I have no idea. Can we not get a description of the bag? There's a lot of chaos in here.
Absolutely.
Chaos in here. Back to the sheets. Is it raining? Oh, shoot. Oh, I want to peep the 6'9" jersey that we have on. I'm making important decisions here from quarantine. Bo, you're quarantined?
Oh, yes. It was mentioned that Bo is quarantining to make sure that the rest of us are safe.
Bo, you deserve a Medal of Honor. You really are. And this is a lot. Like, as, quote, military professional, unquote, I would gladly give you a Medal of Honor for that. Oh, I had not yet seen the warm room. Well, let's give you some more. No! Let's give you some more warm room. It's good to see you, Bo. It's always a great time to see you.
Anyways.
Tested positive on Tuesday, so I'm missing the spiel I'm organizing. I know! That's literally crazy. Ugh.
It's a shame.
It is a shame.
Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some.
Aw, Bo's getting love.
That's awesome. Thanks, Lorraine, for giving Bo love. And
let's see where they're finishing up on. Oh, looks like sheet 4. I mean, sheet 4. Sheet C just ended there.
Speaking of time, what time did we start? We started 9:30?
9:30.
So it looks like everyone might be able to fit in about one more end, give or take.
Probably. Well, maybe. Yeah, they've
How
got
much
like,
time do they have?
they're probably.
Oh.
Yeah, they've got a decent amount of time. Yep.
Yes, if that speaks as to my time management, it's sometimes on the fritz. But hey, you know
Are
what?
you Brandon? Bo says hi. Nice. Yeah, I think that should give them enough time to get to 8 maybe. Looks like sheet 8. Did I switch these? Sorry, I'm trying to do quick math for sheet A. They're now sitting 5-3.
Oh, and Hexagon Bestagon's winning back-to-back ends, hoping to catch up to third rock. And Comet on sheet B, they've definitely ended end 4, but I don't think they've updated their
score.
scores, so we'll see where they fall on that, as well as sheet C and D. Come on, guys, update your scores. The public wants to know.
Here's a non-curling related question from chat. If you can set a world record, even if you're capable or not, what world record would you want to break or set, actually? The reason why I ask this is because I wonder if there's like a curling world record. And I wonder if Gabriel knows this because...
Being Gabriel.
Yeah, being Gabriel. Whoa, look at the jump on Comet Me Bro.
Oh my gosh.
That is insane.
You know, thinking back, they did have a lot of rocks. I keep on wanting to say stones, but that's not right. Rocks lined up in the front of the house that I don't think that... Oh, wrong one. I added it to Big Day Energy.
Gabriel, would you know if there's a curling
world
record? That's what I think Gabriel would know. Today's time limit works out to 15 minutes per end, so if they finished 5 ends before 10:45, they're on pace to finish 7 ends. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
I doubt, I don't know, 5th ends before 10:45. I think the only one capable of that, actually, I don't think any of us are capable of that right now. For anything curling related, Gabriel. Oh. Oh, shoot, I messed that up again.
That's complicated. For those of you who don't know how the system here works, evidently you can't just put in the new score, like what it shows you all on the scoreboard. You have to do math. And I don't know about you all, but I don't like to do math on the weekends. That's what the week is for. So shout out to Sunny. I would say I'm her co-host. It's really Sunny's gig.
Thanks. I'm really trying to multitask here. This is really expanding my brain and exercising my brain.
Doing mental math while keeping all of you guys entertained.
Fastest game of curling that exists.
Gabriel, what
is the fastest game of
I don't
curling?
know. Gabriel, what was the fastest game of curling? I'm very curious now. Break world record on most hot dogs eaten in 15 minutes. What's that guy's name? Is it Tommy Chestnut or whatever? The guy who has all those eating records? 47
minutes and 24 seconds. That's impressive.
And there's 8 ends?
And that was like 8, that was 8 stones, not like a 4x4. At the hangover spiel one year, we played one end, which we had to start delivering one rock before the next. First of all, what? Okay. Did you have to be hungover for the hangover spiel? That's a genuine. That's an actual question. Oh wait, I think Jimmy Fallon told me about this. I think.
Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, he was our old coach. He was our old.
Oh, okay, okay. Not the. There's a famous Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, there's a famous Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, I think he was like talking about how they had come over really hungover and had to play. Maybe that was just one of the games that they played. But I wonder if that was like a criteria.
I think we should bring back where you do have to be hungover.
Canada has the record for most men's curling championships with 36.
Isn't this Canada's national sport or whatever? It's not hockey. I know that.
Is it not hockey?
I'm pretty sure it's not hockey. I feel like someone told me it's not hockey. I could be wrong though. Now I'm curious.
oddly enough, a lot of the people who play in the hangover spiel are the least drinkingest people here. Do you think that's why they wanted to join the hangover spiel? To say that they were a part of something like that? That people would have assumed that they drank?
For our audience, I stand corrected. Lacrosse is Canada's national game
What?
since 1859. But you know what? That's okay.
Actual hungover people don't play hangover.
Looking back at
Thank
one
you,
comment
Sarah.
I think we missed. Thank you, Emmy Frame, for being our most dedicated fans, evidently. Am I reading that right? Yeah. All we want to be awarded for being the most dedicated Navy curling fans because we have already broken that record. Well, thank you guys for being here for us.
What did Bo say?
Bo said, here, you pay attention to the games.
Yeah.
Bo said, I was tempted to take up serious drinking after the way I played in Hangover this year, but we're not supposed to take it that seriously.
Honestly, I second that, Bo. Considering how some of my performances have gone, both in practice and in a spiel, I've considered it. But I ended up settling for push-ups because it's good pain too.
Nice take by better length than Nova.
It looks like Sheet C's finishing up their fourth end.
We're not even sure where Sheet D is at this point because I could have sworn they finished the fourth end, but
I just gotta wait for them. Maybe we'll have like a small, very small, actual hungover spiel. We'll have a breathalyzer at the door. I don't think the Potomac one's like that. But I'm not directing this comment to Bo.
Taking a glance over at Sheet B, it looks like Comet Mibro is right now dominating the house.
Oh, yeah, they just started their fifth.
Yeah. Speaking of Sunny, perhaps you can enlighten me, but does it only go to 14 because if you get to 14 you win?
No. Okay, I was like, I don't think it works that way. Because then you just do more math, right? Yeah, you just do more math.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you just wrap it around. You can just keep going.
Okay.
But some spiels have like cutoffs. It's like sometimes like they have like a gap. If like you're ahead by a certain amount of points, you stop, right? Yeah, well, good curl. I tried. Looks like Luke lost his hat. And we'll have to find that eventually.
Oh boy.
Bo said the lack of transit options make a breathalyzer mandatory event. Oh, a really bad idea. That is actually very true. And generally, bad taste to keep putting the score as you wrap around if you're blowing away your opponent. It's fair. I've never actually seen that happen. Oh, looks like they updated the score in Sheet C or Sheet B. 7-5.
Unfortunate. Well, at least for Navy, but to Hogline and Beyond looks like has taken the lead, making it 5-7 in to Hogline and Beyond's favor. Looks like Big Day Energy managed to get one more point at the end, completion of end for making it 2-7. Oh no. My worst fears are becoming real. I think it's just the Yellowstones are better tonight. I don't know what it is, but
Bo said, in the first out-of-town spiel I played, our opponents hit 14 each game. We broom stacked early.
oh,
Wow. The fact that you continued to curl after that, Bo, proves how much better you are than me, because I probably would have considered just putting my broom into a case and just retiring. But the fact that you, at the end of the day, you did win the 2020 Big Spiel. Even though you didn't skip, you still won. I do want to add that although some may consider me young, this is well past my bedtime. This was after the Big Spiel summer 2022 in Wilmington, North Carolina, home of, you know him. I think he's talking about Quinn, because Quinn's from North Carolina. I hope you're talking about Quinn. Dang, it was after the Big Spiel. Shoot. Yeah, I really would have just hung up the broom. Ah. Wow. Quinn's from Wilmington, North Carolina. I just knew he was from North Carolina. I just did not know where.
there's a Wilmington, North Carolina. I never knew that. There's a Wilmington, California, but
There's a California and Maryland
like
city.
that is so weird.
I'm pretty sure.
Who decided to name a state after a city? California.
Some people. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Maybe they were from California and they were just like, I want to bring California here.
Maybe.
A long, long time ago.
California's a fine place to be in terms of weather and various, what do you call it, ecosystems.
You get all 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah, kind of. Well, we don't get too much of like winter really. I don't think we
Up
ever
north
truly
in
get winter.
California.
Oh,
Like you can, as you travel in California, you can hit all 4 seasons.
yes, that is true. But for those of you who don't know, I am from Southern California, and the culture differences between coastal South California, Northern California, and then like the middle and right side of California are so different that there was a bill that was trying to be passed by somebody, I have no clue who, to split California into 3 parts. And the only reason why I was against that was I was like, 50 states is like the perfect number. I mean, 50 is like a half of 100. It's twice as much as 25, 10 times as much as 5. 5's a great number. A lot of things. I mean, it's just easy to multiply, to add, to subtract to. I always liked 5's growing. They were just easier to deal with. But yeah, I like 50 states, to be honest. It's a good number.
Bo said, Wilmington, North Carolina is arguably where the Civil War was lost. Also the hometown of one Michael Jordan.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Is it the Michael Jordan?
I think there's only one
Is
Michael Jordan.
There's Michael B. Jordan, the actor.
Oh. Well, they're both famous, right?
And there's probably other Michael Jordans in the world, considering that he's very famous and people like to name their children out like famous people. Like there's someone probably walking around with the name Michael Jordan, walking into appointments as people see the name Michael Jordan, getting very excited and then getting very disappointed. Oh, the basketball one. Okay, the
Oh, okay,
Michael,
the
like
Michael
Bulls
Jordan.
player,
Yeah, yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, looks like the Hogline and Beyond got another one. Minnesota, 8-5.
Oh, gosh darn.
Oh, Hexagon Vestagon's got one. Good for them.
Man, Hexagon Bestagons. They're really... they're really pulling a comeback game after winning the last 3 ends.
Oh, looks like
Sheep B is wrapping
I
up,
think
maybe?
they're wrapping it up. Are they?
Well, like you said, that's what to love about the sports. No matter how it goes, you learn every day, and
Oh, no, they have to bring back the stones if they're gonna call it.
and you, what do you call it? Always end on good terms.
It looks like Comet Me Bro. Have you ever seen basketball players and ballet dancers switch sports?
No, like a YouTube video of that?
No, like I'm pretty sure they've done that before. And like a lot of football players like do end up taking like balance, like yoga classes to increase flexibility. I would like to see football players play curling.
Me too. I think that'd be very fascinating. And obviously, like...
So we're gonna make our featured sheet C
since our featured sheet B decided to wrap up things a little bit early.
For those that don't know, the Naval Academy this past Thursday kind of set
History.
essentially having the first Naval Academy superintendent be female.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty impressive, and one of the things that us as a team have been wanting to do is get the superintendent to curl with us.
I think that'd be an awesome idea. I mean, obviously all of our instructors and those placed in charge of us have a formidable history, but I'm particularly interested to meet Admiral Davidson. It's a really exciting time to be honest, being here at the Naval Academy post-COVID. Lots of things changing.
First female chief of naval operations, and now first
Yeah.
female superintendent.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, everyone. This is the final shout out for Tim Tang. So I know he wanted us to give him a shout out, so this is the second one. So that he looks back and sees, oh wow, I actually got one.
Taking a glance over at Sheet D, my friend Yvonne Fu, who I also participate in the drum and bugle corps at the academy. Great friend of mine has just thrown a rock for Navy. Let's see where it lands.
It's out of the sheet.
Unfortunate.
Now we got Buzz Lightyear. slowly realizing how much of an old person I am.
Old person, you said?
Yes.
I take it we're talking about our bedtimes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm about ready for bed, too.
I honestly contemplated drinking an energy drink with my dinner, my taco dinner, and I was like, that's a terrible idea considering that it was like 6 p.m. And I knew that
I'd been later than that. I think it might have been.
When did we get dinner?
Or what time did we get here? 7?
7. Yeah. Oh, so basically 7. Well, I started drinking my drink when I got to there.
So basically 7.
I would have been bouncing off the balls.
Nah. Save that energy for tomorrow.
I'm gonna have to. But I always love Bo's participation. He keeps me my toes with all his general knowledge and participation in the chat. So thank you, Bo. And Gabriel and all of those that have commented, including Sarah.
Taking a glance over at sheet A, I know you guys can't quite see the entire house, but right now we have Hexagon Vestigons continuing excellent playing.
I'm glad one of us is.
Excellent playing with one out on the center line in guard with 2 in the house. I'm not quite sure if that second one was touching. Oh.
Would have been a pretty good draw from Better Late Than Nova. Just crossed right over the 4.
Yeah, looks like it. So Better Late Than Nova trying to make a comeback. Hexagon Vestigon is currently in pretty decent placement to maybe even take the lead after this end if they can continue this performance with on sheet D. You know, I'm hoping that Rocket Boat is able to put up more points, maybe even enough to catch up, but we'll see where they all end up.
Guys, it looks like we have cake. And for some reason, I got so much more energy. I don't know why that happened.
But, you know, I love more than cake is ice cream. I could eat ice cream every day, any day. Almost any flavor.
We should have hit that Dairy Queen.
We really should have. Yeah, Dairy Queen. It's okay. Oh. Very nice play by Big Day Energy to take out that rock of Better Late Than Nova that was sitting behind the guard.
I think it's the cake that they're eating right now. It actually looks delicious.
From Bo, Naomi Huang made a cake that looks incredible. Well, I guess Bo must have seen it before, somehow.
Pictures, maybe?
Probably.
Honestly, it wasn't the fact that I had a full stomach that I downed, I think, 4 tacos before I went to play. I was burping it the entire time I was playing. So if it wasn't because of that, I'd eat cake. Don't get me wrong, Bo. It looks delicious. But I am not capable because I have 2 more tacos to eat.
Oh, you still have 2 tacos remaining.
I had to start getting ready.
Yeah, those tacos were good tacos.
Probably the safest. Yes? 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 Yeah, hard, ladies. Hard. Okay. Yes? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, stop.
For those that are still watching in the chat, another question for you guys. What is your 2024 New Year's resolution, if you have any? One of my goals is to be more organized and more environmental conscious. Stay tuned to 2025 and see how that goes.
Are those like two separate goals? Or are they like linked?
I think I would say that they're linked. My main concern is using less paper. Yeah, I think that the academy uses too much paper, to be honest. I think that there's a lot of required printing and stuff like that. To quit catching COVID, I agree, Bo. This is, we now, even though you had a minor, I would say very minor blip in your resolution, I think that you were more than capable of overcoming that. It's only the 12th day of the year. You have plenty more to make sure that you stay on your New Year's resolution and accomplishing that goal. But honestly, I caught COVID in 2023, almost probably mid-2023, and it was not a great time at all. So I get what you're feeling.
And it looks like we're wrapping up on nearly all the sheets.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to go for a 7th, because they have about 11 minutes to go for another one.
I'd like to think that all the teams are going to try and fit in one more end.
I don't know if Sheet C will.
Maybe they just threw their hammer. Sheet C? Oh, well, with how it's all placed, maybe not.
Any frames of my resolution is to see the rain more and work out more. Okay.
Who said see the rain more? Oh, wait.
Yeah, the ones that were commenting together, and then now they're not. And then Lorraine said, my New Year's resolution is to finally complete my 2023 and 2022 resolutions. Oh, looks like they actually all wrapped up. Or, yeah, she'd see. Like I said, I don't think they were going to continue.
Okay.
So I think the final score, I think they completed it. I'm not sure, but Big Die Energy won. I think they're going to fix that up. So I'll make the main 2 sheets.
Let's take a look at sheet A. They're just throwing the hammer just now. And I think Hexagon Bestagons might take the lead here. Oh, wow. You can do all sorts of things. Wait, where? Oh. Here it comes.
Wait, sheet D? Sorry, I'm trying to fix this up for you guys.
Oh, and
no, it's A, guys. I'm so sorry.
Is it
I'm
short?
learning.
Oh, and it looks like it's just short.
Yeah, it looks like it's short.
Looks like Hexagon Bestagons will take 3, and after taking the last 4 ends.
Are we all done?
Oh, 7 wrapping up.
Looks like third rock won. We'll just focus on sheet D. We'll look at the house for now. I think they've got about 1 more stone. Looks like Rock the Boat is going to be throwing their last stone. This is currently where we're sitting at. 1 yellow. I think I would definitely say 1 yellow. So I think that it'd be their best bet to take it. Or maybe they're getting ambitious. I don't know. Stay tuned to find out. Guys. Are they trying to do a roll?
That's
ambitious.
I take it. Yeah.
That's very ambitious.
I do not know much about curling, but that does sound to be very ambitious. But you know, Quinn is a very good player.
That's
he might be able to pull it off.
That is a very very close. I think Tingle told him. Oh, but I think what we don't see, there is 2 stones in the guard, like that are.
Oh.
Can we like take an appreciation to that camera angle that just moved?
All courtesy of Sunny, of course.
I did not move that camera, but now I see what they're saying. We're concerned for the guards up there, so they're gonna try to shoot for 3. Or no, we're away from 3.
Shoot for 3.
You can't shoot for 3 because we still have that 1 yellow.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to try to hit it on the nose and get it possibly onto the button and hit the rock and hit the yellow.
Oh.
But that is
that is very good defense by Tahogline and beyond, I will say.
We're going to go all the way from the hack and make our way through, since this is our very last play.
Oh, wow. This is very fancy. Oh.
Oh my gosh. That is
flew
crazy.
A bit too straight. I wish we had an instant replay on this. I would have liked to see.
Honestly, I could probably
that
find
went.
it, but I don't want to mess this up. Wow, that would have been a great play. Jocelyn said, my New Year's resolution is to make New Year's resolution. Better late than Nova, as one of our teams were, but better late than never. Now, if it's July, there is an instant replay on that, but honestly, I'd probably mess it up. So I really hope everyone watched it. Event. Oh, play last event. Honestly, I can't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna show.
Wait, go to that replay again.
I'm gonna mess this up. We're not doing that.
Okay.
When we're not on a stream, then we can do it.
We'll figure this out for tomorrow, Bo. I promise.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the guy who built it is still on sheet A. Oh. That's okay, Bo. We will figure it out off stream. And
yes, it's Tim, isn't it?
Tim. And we'll have it all set for you guys tomorrow.
Oh, Ken. Wow, I messed that up. I knew it was either Tim or Ken. Yes, Ken is a literal genius. I asked him if he had coded the entire thing. He said yes, and if you saw the setup, the fact that I took a coding class last semester, I am jealous at his skills.
I'm gonna be honest, Sonny. I struggle in just basic commands with our cyber classes, so that is very impressive.
I'm honestly using this view to view the score because I cannot see it. But it looks like on sheet A they're sitting 7-5. Oh, what a comeback.
This is here. Just draw. Not a guard yet. Through is fine. A little wide. Wait, looks close.
Oh, looks like sheet D is continuing. I'll just kind of show
They are.
Oh, let me switch that. Yeah, so anyway, Ken basically coded this entire thing, set up all of these cameras, and I've seen some streams from other bonspiels, like some of the college bonspiels we've been to, and the setup that we have here at the Potomac Curling Club is elite. I would say elite, because all the different angles is just extremely impressive. The fact that I can follow an entire stone down. I also want to say that Ken is on the hack right now. He's with the
Red brain guard
Yeah.
thing. Those things are so smart.
yeah.
I went ice skating when I went home for winter break, and I nearly ate it several times. So I'm a huge proponent, advertiser, not really sure what the word is, for protecting one's brain.
Advocate.
Oh yeah, that's the word. Thanks, Sonny.
You're
Oh. Taking a glance over here at Sheet D, we have a lot of traffic up in front of the house. We'll see how this end plays out, but I think it will be the last end that will be played.
Yeah, I think I'm going to show the houses for both Sheet A and Sheet D as we're going to basically our last end for the night for this draw. Looks like Hexagon Bestigons is sitting 3 in the house, while, wow, Navy rock the boat into the hog line and beyond. Seems pretty even, but I think red is closer. Yeah, red's definitely closer.
And that is a very spread guard out in front. That'll make
Yes.
definitely playing for both teams very hard as we get towards the second half of this end for Sheet D. And as for Sheet A, oh, it looks like Hexagon Bestigons. It looks like they have the hammer, but I'm not sure if that reflects the score. Did I miss something? Well, we'll see how it plays out.
Nice 8-second rock.
Oh, did they call it on Sheet D?
I think they might have. It could have been that Quinn decided that. Yeah, looks like it.
Looks like third rock one.
No.
No, not
looking at
third
the wrong
rock. Sorry, wrong one.
To
The
Hogline
Hogline
and
Beyond.
Beyond. Which is unfortunate, as I'm personally biased for our team. But hey, you win some, you lose some. And I guess at the end of the day in curling, everyone learns something.
Kind of give a main view of sheet A now, since they're the last ones. Probably finishing up this end now. They're gonna call this one too?
I think they might.
No?
I
I'm
mean,
gonna go to the end.
They have 3 rocks left to throw. Hexagon Bestagons has 2 of those 3. And looking at the house right now, I think all 4 of those are Hexagon Bestagons.
He's got room back here. I mean, let's feel the right side. Your right or my right? That side. Just see what's left of it. Give me outside edge of the top rock. Outside edge, top rock. Yeah. See away. Yep. Oh man, I got to notice it. All of a sudden it cut.
Rock the Boat is back in action at 5 p.m., but everyone come out for the skills challenges at 2 and trivia. If Gabriel's going to be here for trivia, I know that I'm going to lose, though. That's without a doubt, especially if it's curling trivia, considering that I didn't even know there was a movie. I'm just going to lose, but I love trivia. So I'll probably end up trying to take you, we'll probably end up being here for that. So it just depends on when our fearless leader decides that we are all coming. But I think our performance as Navy, considering this is our first spiel of our spring season. And after being off for quite a while with breaks and stuff like that,
It wasn't bad.
I think it did relatively well. I think I've come up with questions that Gabe doesn't know. Then I feel like I have a fair shot, Bo. I think I have a fair shot. Because I think my brain is just filled what people would consider useless knowledge. But it's useful when it comes down to trivia. Quinn is practicing the skill that I told him about, that I think that he should perform. It's a combo of a spin off the hack between the legs. And if he perfects it, I think we have a fair shot. Because I think it's pretty common that a lot of the people here can make it hack to hack on a simple push.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I cannot. I'll probably make it to the kids' house that they have.
Oh, is that the closer one?
Yep. They're for there's the younger ones, I think. Don't quote me. They also have baby stones, which are really cute. But I hope Quinn can master the push off, the hack, spin move between the legs. Take a look at the house for sheet A. See what we're working with. It's like 3 red with 1. Oh, I think they shook on it. Did they shake on it?
I think so. I think Hexagon Bestagons clinched this one. Ending in something
ending with some
8-5.
good curling. Okay, we're gonna bring it back to the warm room. Oh, now they're all cleaning up. But you can see everyone's doing their broom stacks now, post draw. And if those that don't know, usually it's the winners who buy the losers' drinks, and it could be something as simple as water. Oh, I can't. This is opposite. Water behind me and some alcohol, depending if you're 21. But I think it's a really important thing for good sportsmanship and just overall talking and getting to know your opponents and stuff like that and people in the club. So after that, I think we're going to wrap it up. Everyone's just kind of bringing the stones back in from their respected hack. I wanted to thank you all for watching. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time with my friend here, Keanu, doing my best to give you accurate vocabulary, curling vocabulary, and just overall some good questions and participating in this very, very late draw. But thank you all. Do your outro if you want.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow and the day after that as the spiel continues Saturday and Sunday. I think the first match tomorrow is 9, something like that.
Yeah, it's around that time.
Around that time. But yeah, tune in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming.
Bye, guys. Good night. Go to sleep. It's late.